Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another daily dice where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this channel, this journey, this ever-growing tribe. I am truly honored to be sharing this time and this space with you. For those of you new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. Should this happen to resonate with you, it means so much to me if you're to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all those links in the description box in order to do so. You can email me for a personal reading. You can follow me on over to my podcast on Spotify at scatterlovetarot. You can even join as a member, and I'd love to see you a membership, so if not, thank you for your continued support here. So let's go ahead and hop to it. And today we are asking about love. So Source, what messages of love do you have for my fellow humans today? What would you like them to know, Source? Source, what messages of love do you have for my fellow humans today? What would you like them to know? Okay, so you can't see it, but we do have Jupiter outside the screen. We've got the first house, we've got Aquarius and Jupiter energy. I know you hear this a lot, but it came through. Your vibe attracts your tribe, okay? It just came through with this Aquarius in the first house energy. That's exactly the type of energy that we have here. It's like in order for you to connect with the person who's meant to be with you on this journey in love, okay? Your vibe attracts your tribe. So if you're not with that person now, if you're single or if you're with someone else who you're like, this just isn't working out for me, it's like, what do I do? Source is coming in saying that your abundance comes from when you truly just let yourself be. Ask those weird questions that you don't want to ask people because you think that they're going to judge you. Ask those questions. Let yourself be that goofy person that you are. Like, if you like sleeping with a stuffed animal, say you like sleeping with a stuffed animal. If you like, have a blankie, right? It does not make you weird to have these things if that's what's authentic to you. If you like cartoons, if you like being a little kid, if you like having fun like a little kid. I know I'm saying these things like a kid, but it's just what you loved as a child is so authentic to your soul. And when you let yourself let go of that restriction of, oh my gosh, I have to fit into this box of society. If you like crackers and chocolate, then shoot, like crackers and chocolate, okay? It's these weird things. I'm just trying to say weird things that people are like, ugh. You know, you need to sleep with the nightlight on. Cool, go with it. Don't judge yourself. When you don't judge yourself, it opens you up to the possibility of the exact people who are meant to come into your life, because they're not going to judge you. Because they see the value of who you are. You're this beautiful, friendly, kind person. You do have a chance or a tendency to disconnect and disassociate from people, but that's when you're taking care of yourself. And that's okay. Be yourself. Because when you're yourself, you attract a lot of abundance into your life. And that's what the message is with the dice. Let's see what we can get more out with the cards and see what else Source would like to say here. So Source, what more would you like to say in regards to this connection or this love for my collective? What further messages would you like to say for this love message? I feel like there's something here. Wow, excuse me. Yeah, there's something here that you're struggling to express to others. Do you hear my voice is like the influx? Hey, let me get a drink real quick. Oh, yeah, okay. Feels like every time you try to express it, you get closed off. Like, oh my gosh, I can't express that. If I tell someone that, they're going to judge me. But that's saying that you're judging you. And that keeps you from your tribe. That keeps you from the love that you desire. right? It's you truly just saying, you know what, I am perfect as I am in this moment. I accept and I approve of all aspects of myself. The parts that I think are ugly or whatever, they're not. They're actually very beautiful parts of myself, and that's okay. If other people don't like them, that's on them. This is where you're going to find your stability at, because you've been breadcrumbed too much in your life. You've been put in situations where you've received far less than you were deserving of. And I feel like you've actually overextended yourself and you've given so much to others, right? And it's been difficult. So we have, yeah, this is something you didn't want to deal with. Okay? This is something you didn't want to face. This was very difficult for you to face. It's like this is very difficult for you to find stability in those parts of yourself that you don't want to acknowledge. But this is also saying that before, it's like if you received a lot less than you felt you deserved, or you were put through a lot more trauma and hardships and pain than you deserved, and what parts of yourself are you denying? And that's what the message of love is today. Right? There's this fear of starting over. And so for some of you, you're in a connection that you don't want to be in, but there's the fear of starting over. And I'm not here telling you to walk out. That's not what this message is. This message is literally saying the more authentic you are to yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you care about yourself, and the more you say, I am perfect exactly as I am, then the more that the people who are not meant to be there for you in your life, they will just vibe out, right? And you won't have to do much, or you'll realize that it's okay for you to stand up for yourself in those situations that you otherwise were struggling to stand up for yourself in. What else would you like to say in regards to this love message, Source? I have one more, please. Okay. Yeah, romantic feelings. There's someone here who does care about you. Okay, falling in love, affection, happiness, and emotions. So there's someone who does see your value. But it's difficult for someone to come through who sees your value when you don't, because it's like, you know, it's kind of like if you had a friend who's always like, do you think I'm pretty? Do you think I'm pretty? And you're like, yeah, I think you're beautiful. I think you're beautiful. But they're always asking you. And have you ever just been irritated by it? It's like, why do you ask me? You ask me this every time we get together, and every time we get together, I tell you the same thing. Right? So imagine that that's exactly the person that you're falling in love with. And you're like, do you love me? Do you really love me? Do you really love me? Do you really love me? Like, at what point is that person going to say enough is enough? Like, I do love you, but if you don't believe it, what's the point of me staying? Right? It's that same type of energy here that's coming through. We have family, generations, children, ancestors, and origin. So we do see this is family curses at play here, but it could be that this is also someone that's difficult for you to leave because you have a family with, okay? But you have this opportunity to heal something very deep within your ancestral lineage that will help you, the rest of your family, out. We have date, courting, dating, anniversary, and a meetup. Yeah, so someone does want to date you here. Someone is very interested in offering stable love with you. But dealing with those emotions internally, and if you don't believe that you're worthy of love, it's like having a third party involved in your relationship. Right? It's like you can't convince someone of something that they themselves don't want to believe. Right? So we have talent, born with features, personality. Yeah, so there's someone here who has a lot of talent. You have a lot of talent that you're not giving yourself credit for, but also there's a huge personality, someone who's trying to come in, a very big personality here. Let's see what else wants to come through. Independent, free, lead, and initiative. So it's important for you to be independent of love. You don't need love to survive, is what Source is saying. You want love, and that is okay. But the minute that you need love is the minute that you become codependent on it. So taking a look at the actions that have been leading up to that, right? So let's see here. We have crown, owner, master, and top level. This is how you connect with your inner power, is by owning that part of yourself. Okay? Those are the parts of yourself you don't like. And that's why I was giving those examples at the beginning. You know, like, well, I'm 50 years old and I still sleep with my favorite stuffed animal, but I don't want to tell anybody about that. But who cares? If that's what makes you comfortable because that's feeding a part of your inner child, do that. Okay? Do people have the right to judge? People have the right to feel and think and say whatever they want. But that means that so do you. So do you. Isn't that exciting? So we have drinks out here, liquor, coffee, tea, and water. Okay, so this could be numbing yourself and trying to run away from those things that you don't want to accept. They're saying that it will refresh your soul if you accept them. So let's see what the shadow aspect is at play for this reading. Source, what's the shadow aspect at play here? They want one more. What's the shadow aspect at play here, Source? Whoa, okay. Yeah, exit plan. So there is someone here who's trying to get out of a situation that's not serving them. Someone wants out, but they aren't making a move. Be prepared for sudden changes. You know, and Aquarius energy is that big change coming through. Sudden progression, radical change, you know. So if you're in this place like, well, I don't want to make a move just yet, you have to begin to look at, how do you feel in this connection? Is it really serving you? Okay? And it's like I'm saying, I'm not here to tell you to break up. You have to honor how you feel, and I can't tell you how you feel. You know, I could tell you what the cards say. I can tell you the emotions that are coming through to me. But if you're not honest with yourself, you know, it doesn't really matter what anybody says. Like, we have ending. You're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. Wow, so these are very clear. And then we have escape. Love is an emotional escape for you. Be sure you're getting involved for the right reasons. Didn't I say that earlier? You don't need love. You want love, and that's okay. But the minute that you feel like you need love, that's the minute it turns into a codependent situation. I don't know why this is not focusing out here. And then on the bottom, we have deadly combo. Dangerous when together, triggering, and explosive. Yeah, so there's a definite, like, explosive situation going on here. So it's like, again, coming back to that, your vibe attracts your tribe. If you're not being authentic to yourself, then you're not going to be calling in the love that you desire. Okay? So right now, the focus is to come back to self and honor being true to yourself. And that's where all this abundance is tied to. Okay? And you're going to see that once you honor how you feel about this situation, how you're feeling yourself in this situation, you're going to begin to see abundant opportunities everywhere you look. Okay? So this is what I see for you here. If you felt like this was your reading, leave the little shield emoji down below and say, I've shielded myself from my feelings for too long, and I choose to let myself experience them now, knowing that's where my freedom lies. And if you felt like this was your reading, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, though, and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank Source. I want to say thank you to your guides, your messengers, your angels, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.